Hi, my name is Sharley.
And my name is Natalia.
Welcome to the Carr, Chisme podcast.
It's time to spill some tea.
Five, four, three, two, one, zero. Ignition. Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA. Go SpaceX. Godspeed.
Hi, everyone. This is Mr. Halewijn.
Hey, everybody out there in Carr land, I guess, or Carr Chisme blog land. My name is Mr. Halewijn. Most of the people around here call me Mr. H. My last name is a little bit hard to pronounce. It's a Dutch name. The J is actually a Dutch Y, kind of like the Spanish Y. So people see that, especially the pure English speakers, people that have never been to Spain or Europe, they look at it and they go, what am I supposed to do? It's two consonants without a vowel. I've been teaching here for 20 years, and I can't believe it's been 20 years. It's been a really, really fun time, a really good ride. I've been teaching special education. I've taught all grades. I've coached just about every sport. And my days here are numbered. My career is slowly coming to an end, but I've got a lot of things planned that I want to do after I get done teaching. I live in Fullerton. That's pretty much where I grew up. I was born in Canada, British Columbia, northern BC. I live in Fullerton with my wife and my two daughters and my four dogs. Oh, and a nervous cat. Do you guys have any questions that you want to ask me?
Yeah, we do have questions we would like to ask you.
Yeah, shoot.
Number one is, what is your favorite movie?
Oh man, that is a good question. And you know, over my lifetime, I've probably had a couple of favorite movies. I think I'll just go to my last favorite movie was American Sniper, because I think Chris Kyle epitomizes what the American male should be: a patriot, a strong, loving husband, a great father for his kids. And, you know, he's definitely one of my heroes. So American Sniper for sure.
That sounds like a good movie. I have not watched it, but it sounds like
You might like it. It's pretty intense, but it's got a lot of you know, family oriented stuff, if you will.
Question two is, what is your favorite subject?
Oh, history.
Okay, history.
History, world history. I teach U.S. history, and I'm telling you, it's a battle. It's a battle. History is a hard one because, you know, you kids have grown up with just really, really, your attention spans go from this to this to this to this to this. I mean, I got two daughters that are your age, okay? So I know exactly their devices, they're doing this, they're doing that. And you try to teach a subject where there isn't a video on it, good luck. You better find some sources that make that jump off the page. I mean, I got to practically bring in a dancing bear to keep these kids occupied, or some boxing kangaroos. You know, I mean, you got to be a bloody magician these days. But history for sure.
Okay, question number three. What was your last book you read?
Oh, the last one I read. I know what it was, but I can't. Let me think. What was it called? The British Are Coming, and it was an excellent book on the ride of Paul Revere and the Battle of Lexington and Concord. And it was, I can't remember who wrote it, but man, they had everything. Everything was researched impeccably, down to what people were wearing, how they ate, what their average day was like. You know, I mean, it was really incredible. And that's the last one I read. I'm currently reading Outside the Fence, which is a story of the special ops guys in the Vietnam War. And that's pretty crazy too. These guys were downright stone cold, baby. And then I read Snoopy Goes to Summer Camp. That was good too.
Well, that sounds like a good book.
Just to change it up a little bit.
Okay. Number 4. What are 3 things you like or love about Carr?
Well, I'll tell you what, there are a lot more than 3. The first thing is the kids and the people I work with here, and the students are great. The people I work with, I mean, girls, I started teaching a little bit later in life. I was a sales representative, a salesman, and I was in the private sector. So I've seen a lot of different career paths, and the people I work with here at Carr are simply the best. They're top rate. Second thing I love about Carr is the way the buildings are laid out. There are so many windows. You get all the natural light. There are just trees and grass everywhere, so it's really natural. And that's something that most people don't think about, but you go to a school like Century or Spurgeon or whatever they call it now, and they don't have any windows. That'll take its toll on you. You're staring at that fluorescent light. Nah, I don't need that, man. I like to be able to see what the weather's doing. And the third thing I like about Carr is the neighborhood. The fact that being here for so long, I feel like I'm a part of the community. And everybody, everywhere I've gone has welcomed me. The local restaurants, the supermarkets, all the former students I had that live around here. I mean, the day doesn't go by where I'm not honking and waving at somebody. You know, so it's pretty nice. And when I leave, I'll be happy to leave the business side of it, but I'm gonna miss St. Anne, that's for sure.
Okay. I'm number 5. What is your favorite hobbies?
My favorite hobby?
Yeah.
Well, I like to hunt. I like to get out into the woods and hunt. I hunt just about anything that's legal and that you can eat. And I'm really into nature, the outdoors. I take my girls out there. We're always out in the woods, tracking, working with the animals, trying to put something on the table. So I'm not sure how you say that. Camping, fishing, hunting. I mean, some old fashioned like that.
How many years have you been hunting for?
I started hunting, believe it or not. You see, when I was in college and just after college, I was a wrestler. Like Coach Gonzalez here, your PE coach, he was an Olympian. He was a lot better than I ever was. But once I stopped wrestling, my body couldn't do it anymore. I started getting into hunting, and that was probably about 15 years ago. And that's something that kind of, you need something in your life that provides you a challenge, something you can always improve on, something that can occupy your mind in that way. So you're constantly challenging yourself, constantly getting better. And since then, I started my own hunting company. I have a professional hunting guide license, so I'm licensed by the state of California to take people out and show them how to do it. It's been great. So what, 15 years?
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun. Just a bunch of old dudes out there playing in the dirt.
Okay. Okay, number 5. Do you have any cool stories when you went hunting?
Oh. Well, how much time do we have? I'll give you a quick one, okay? And you can find most of the hunts that we go on. I have a team now. I have a cameraman and a spotter. So we're on Instagram and we're on Facebook and we're on YouTube. We have sponsors. So, but I at one point I think it was 2015. I was bear hunting up in the high Sierras, and I was with a couple buddies of mine, and they had some hound dogs, and we had tracked this bear, and it ended up being the biggest bear shot in California. Now, don't feel too sorry, because I took that bear after we shot it, and I fed the whole class. We gave away all the meat. We had a huge Christmas party. We barbecued that thing out front of 404. It was a really fun time. But this bear ran up a tree, right? And I'm sitting there with, my gun, and I shoot the bear, and Bobby tells me, hey, you got to be careful, because that bear, he's probably going to fall out of that tree and try to kill you. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. So I shot this bear, it dropped, got up, and charged me. Now, this bear ended up weighing about 600 pounds. Now, I was lucky enough to get off another shot and live to tell about it. That's one close call. And then there was another time I was hunting timber wolves up in Alaska, and I ran into a grizzly, full-blown grizzly. And I was like 8 miles away from the road and my truck, and I was by myself, which was, probably one of the dumber things I've done in my life, if not the dumbest. And fortunately, the bear and I just kind of crossed paths. And the way I knew it was there is I heard these trees getting knocked over, full-on pine trees, just violently getting knocked over. And I took a knee, put my pistol in a ready position, and saw this thing. It looked at me and then turned right, and then kept walking down the trail, the game trail. And I walked backwards the whole way back to my truck. Changed my shorts, got out of there, and man, that was a lot of fun. That takes fear to, fear is one thing. Being face to face with a grizzly is another thing. That's out of your mind. You don't forget that. And there are probably 50 or 60 other stories. We'd have to be around a campfire, and I'd be more than happy to tell you guys. And I don't even know if I could tell those on here. Who knows? Say the word gun and everybody freaks out. Ooh.
Well, I think those were really cool.
Okay. Natalia,
Yes.
what are you doing? Are you just chilling over there?
Yeah, technically.
All right. So, Natalia, do you do the editing or anything?
No.
No? You guys are just a team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Is that the last question, Sharley?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Well, in closing, let me just say this. Take advantage of your time. All right, youngsters. If I could go back and talk to my 15-year-old self, I would tell myself, you don't have time. You don't. You don't have as much time as you think you do. Every day counts. Every second counts. Win the battle. Get out of bed. Go to work. Get a workout. Every day you should be reading. You should be working out. You should be getting after it. Live your life. Live your life. Because you don't have time. Man, I'm 55. I feel good. People say, hey, Mr. H, aren't you slowing down? You should be slowing down, man. I say, no, I'm actually going harder. I'm eating cleaner. I'm reading more than ever. I'm training differently, but I'm still constantly getting after it. And I'm trying to do my very best for you guys here at Carr. Trying to give you guys an example that, maybe you take a little bit from me, a little bit from other people, and get some role models and go out and get your own slice of the pie. Stay focused, finish strong, and get some.
Thank you.
It's my mic drop. That That's it.